PBN building on expired domains. There's now a lot of people talking about private blog networks. It used to be a thing of the past and it's come back now a lot with AI visibility. Today I'm joined with Damien, a shareholder within SEO.Domains, probably the market leader when it comes to purchasing of expired domains. So Damien, I wanted to get you on. Have you found that now this seems to be like a roller coaster where people now are starting to build PBNs again? Because it seemed to be something that was here 10, 15 years ago. And it seemed to start going away, apart from like in the iGaming sector. But now it seems in so many different markets, people are talking about PBNs again. So can you kind of elaborate on that a little bit more, that what you've seen?
In time, people actually understood and appreciated that they actually need to grow their own network of assets, of web assets that they can use as a leverage in terms of ranking, in terms of managing the narratives about their brands, the reviews, and etc. And it became more and more popular. It was very niche thing, like back in the days, 15 to 10 years ago, and probably only in few industries. And now everyone is actually looking into it. And we saw that people switched from building PBNs on just fresh new websites, new domains, to just expired domains because they multiply.
So on that, I've got a question for you. A fresh domain, a brand new, like let's say exact match domain, versus buying an expired domain that's got the power, might have some trust, might have some previous branded traffic. In your opinion, obviously you've seen a lot of these PBN build outs. Why is it better for it to be built out on an expired domain versus a fresh new domain?
It saves time and money. The EMDs are quite good, but they need much more effort and time to get it out of the sandbox and everything. It's harder for people to actually make it look as a brand, be cited as a brand and everything. So it could be by the end of the day to be more powerful strategy, but it's much more like costly in every single way. And when you buy the expired domains, the power is already there. You just need to know how to extract it. And we see that people actually even tend to go for the restoration of historical content or the restoration of the topic. We see that they extract more and more value out of the expired domains that way.
So on there now, let's go a bit deeper into the actual PBN build out, right? So for me, it's an absolute no-brainer. You need to put it on an expired domain because it's got the referring domains, it's got the power. Yeah. Like, why would you build it on a fresh domain? Like, I get these keywords in the domain name. It needs to be on an expired. But when someone comes along now and they come to SEO.Domains and they go, I've just found 150 domain names that I want to own the asset and I want to build out this PBN. What are you finding that the most successful people are doing when they're building out PBNs?
Firstly, we help them figure out which of those could be actually restored and how the websites will look like after that. Then we see the domains with history, but no good copy in the archive. We suggest them to build for them like new fresh websites close to the same topic with content that was never there, but still. And we see that the most important part of extracting the value of an expired domain is related to, if you want to keep the relation of the historical content, is to actually restore the URL structure that was previously there. And if you cannot find good content, but there are like URLs with backlinks and stuff, you find a way to actually create content on those URLs, no matter if it's on Archivarix or it's on WordPress or some just custom HTML.
So on that, I want to go a little bit deeper on that. So restoring the old expired domain. is 100% lining up the relevance because you're restoring it. But you said that not all domains can be restored.
Yeah.
Can you explain why some domains can't be restored, but some can when you're building out PBNs?
If the good history of the domain was so old that the Wayback Machine didn't actually had a good scraping power back then, there might not be a good preserved copy, just a homepage or something, and in some cases people blocked like Wayback Machine scroller and stuff, so there is no copies there as well. Different reasons, but most of the time it's that the crawler was not working efficiently and didn't copy it at all. If the website was with bad structure that was not saving, most of the website got the good structure when Google said that it will give bonus points to everyone that actually saves money for them to crawl the website. And all of us SEO that changed to clean and smooth sitemaps and stuff actually save them money. And also this helped the Wayback Machine to actually copy it.
Yeah. So with regards to that then, with regards to the PBN build-outs, when you're restoring, you mentioned about restoring existing URLs. So when you're restoring the existing URLs, then is that because if there's links going to an inner page, you want to kind of maintain that power to that as opposed to free or wanting, let's say, back to the homepage?
There's so many different strategies, but for me, the best one is to actually restore and leave it there until you get the results from bringing back to life the previous structure. You can, if it's an important website, you can hook it to a console and see the old links actually popping up again, and then you decide what to do with it. And I would avoid like the 301s. Especially those that was working 10 years ago. Well, that was like redirect everything to the homepage. This is probably the fastest way to tank your website.
And then with regard, is there anything else then? So someone comes along and they're saying, Damien, I'm all in. I want to buy some domains from SEO.Domains. I want to build out this PBN network. I'm going to restore the content. I'm going to restore the existing URL structure. Is there anything else that you're finding when people are building out these PBNs that is working well?
It depends.
Can you restore like all of the content, or is there certain bits that you kind of take out?
Most of the time we restore just bits of the content, and it's working well enough for those projects. Of course, there is also a question: why do you need it in the first place? Do you need a PBN just to transfer some power, some link just to your money site, or you're gonna use it for a money site? Of course, there are some really nasty strategies in Southeast Asia, in specific industries, where they restore the bits that they can on the from the previous content, and they just swap the homepage to some nasty things with high profits, and so many variety of options to actually do this. But most of the time people do it for the power, for the juice, for the link juice, and just restoring bits of the content could be enough.
And then with regards to building out the PBNs, are people still doing it, let's say, all in WordPress? Are you finding some now might use just static HTML? With things like Claude Code nowadays, it's so easy to build out websites. What are you finding that majority are doing with regards to PBN build-outs?
The problem we have with building them on WordPress actually is first the WordPress CMS is quite heavy, and when you're doing those in thousands, the cost for hosting and everything goes through the roof. And also WordPress websites are the most targeted for any malicious intentions and hacking stuff, and maintenance of this is like really crazy. And we prefer using, for starters, you can always use the CMS called Archivarix. We kind of created a custom one for our projects. And with Cloud Code, the thing that I love the most is that it's easy to build like flat sites because the flat sites are unhackable. And our company decided to try to get the benefit of all the choices. And we have some WordPress websites, but we have the WordPress CMS is on a local copy, and we are flattening the public version of the content and just synchronizing when with some cron jobs on regularly when we put more content into it. And we kind of lower the cost for everything, especially the maintenance with the hacking. But most of our restored websites are on our custom CMS, and we started with Archivarix. And I think it's really good. Also could be easily integrated in like your internal ERP, custom CMS or control board stuff that also we did. And it's working well. And the most important is working fast, because when you're building PBNs, the most important thing is the problems you face with scale. You need to solve those, because no one is doing 20 sites.
I want to stop you in your tracks there, right? Because I'm a big believer about delegation. I'm a big believer that if I need my roof fixing, I go and get a roofer to fix my roof. If I'm hearing this and I'm hearing about the maintenance and how to build them out, these PBN networks, and I'm hearing a lot of success stories where people have built out 1,500 PBNs, they now own this strategic asset. And they're able now to, every time they win an award, they can be sharing it out across all these platforms. And it's working so well, not just for the link juice or the page rank distribution, but it also helps with AI visibility. So if someone was to say, okay, Damien, I'm all in. I want to buy some domains from SEO.Domains, but I don't want to build out the PBN network. Could somebody reach out to somebody like yourself and say, can you provide a done-for-you service? I want to buy 1,000 domains, but I want you to set it up. I want you to build it, restore it, and host it. Could someone come to yourself for something like this?
Of course, I was trying not to be promotional. We have built this all-in-one PBN management solution that works from registrar for special registrar for the domains, the hosting, the special hosting for the domains, the control board, like the whole system, and the client is like just telling what he needs, picking the domains. We leave them choose the domain. This is important part, and we take it from there. And he just wants to know what to when it's ready for him to actually use. The new thing is that people started looking into this, especially for the AI opportunities now, because when you build a specific PBN that's related to a specific topic, your main business topic, they can use them to leverage how AI sees your brand and how it cites.
Yeah, so building the consensus up on third-party website, which is coming back to you. So majority of people that are listening to this, they're entrepreneurs, they're business owners, they want done-for-you packages. So they head over to Damien and they go, right, Damien, can you build me out this PBN network? If someone's listening to this now and they're saying, yeah, but I'm based in Romania, or I'm based in Belgium, or I'm based in Holland, or I'm based in Spain, can SEO.Domains buy domains? Is it just UK and .com domains?
No.
Can you buy from multiple TLDs?
Yeah, we're registrar in more than 100 TLD registries, and we kind of offer more than 150 TLD domains. We already got more than 150,000 that are for sale. The rest are just we built our own PBN for different reasons and experimenting with different products. And we are kind of global leader in helping people to get assets in the countries, because our focus for the last 10 years was not be the best in the .com area, but in the CCTLDs. So we kind of have almost everything of course, from time to time, I understand that we cannot get domains from, for example, in Kuwait.
But majority of the
but-
countries you
but
can get them for.
all of those, like probably we miss like 5, 10, or some islands in the Pacific Ocean. Of course, we don't invest in those, but yeah, we help people to build even local networks of PBNs.
Yeah. Damien, it's been an absolute pleasure. Anyone who's watching this and you're looking to build out a PBN network, I strongly recommend hitting up Damien at SEO.Domains. But if you're not looking specifically to build out your own network, I strongly recommend checking out the link in the description about the episode that I go on through with Gigalinks. Gigalinks is helping a lot. You don't actually get the backlink, but what you do get is a third-party corroborative source mentioning your brand, and it's brilliant for AI visibility. Damien, thank you very much.
Thank you.